capital, Tehran, and other regions across the country in the second week of the war. Videos circulating on social media show explosions and fires in various parts of the city. One video shows the aftermath of the IDF attack on Tehran as the thick smoke rises over the city's skyline following explosions. Powerful explosions were also reported in the Quds district near Tehran, followed by a fire. Missiles struck the Kardan building in Tehran, with local residents reporting several strong explosions at the site of the incident. Yet another airstrike has been launched in Kerman Airport in southeastern Iran. Tasnim news agency quoted a regional official as saying that the attack has damaged part of the airport. Two old aircraft in the airdrome, for fuel storage tanks at the airport, have also been hit, according to Israeli media. According to witnesses, explosions were heard at several locations in the area, and smoke was seen rising in parts of the city. The joint U.S. and Israel that began on February 28 have targeted multiple targets in the capital Tehran, killing 40 people. However, these operations have not been limited to Tehran alone. Oil depots, refineries, and other infrastructure around the capital and in nearby provinces have also been targeted, causing large fires and a thick haze over urban areas.
امروز 19 اسفند همین الان اینجا رو چند تا انفجار خیلی بد بود میشه سمت شهرک زینبیه شرق تهران. این سمت هم الان این ورم زد. اینجا رو خیلی انفجارش زیاد بود.
برو سریع برو گازشو بگیر. نیروهای نظامی بودن. داشتم میمدم جلو چرا نمورده بودن؟ نشی برو بابا. این سگو بمیرم برات. وایسا ببینیم. برو. آخ چرا نمورده بودن؟
NATO air defenses on Monday intercepted a ballistic missile fired from Iran that entered Turkey's airspace, the defense ministry said, in the second such incident since the start of the war. According to Associated Press, a ministry statement said debris from the missile fell in Gaziantep province, in southern Turkey. There was no damage or casualties. The ministry stressed that while Turkey values peaceful relations and stability in the region, it would not hesitate to act if its land or airspace is threatened.
The United States and Iran have offered sharply different accounts of the sinking of an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean last week, with Washington rejecting Tehran's claim the vessel was unarmed and Iranian officials insisting it was operating in a non-combat role. According to Associated Press, the United States Indo-Pacific Command on Sunday rejected Iran's claim that the warship IRS Dina was unarmed when it was sunk in a submarine attack in international waters off Sri Lanka on March 4th. In a statement on X, INDOPACOM called Iran's assertion that the vessel was unarmed false. The response followed strong objections from Tehran, which has repeatedly characterized the warship as defenseless, saying it was returning home after taking part in a naval exercise. An Indian Navy official, speaking on condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to brief the media, said the Iranian vessel was not entirely unarmed and had taken part in drills alongside other countries' warships. Some experts have, however, suggested that visiting ships at such events typically do not carry a full combat load of live munitions unless scheduled for live fire drills. They say even during the sea phase of exercises, ships generally carry only tightly controlled ammunition limited to specific drills. Rahul Bedi, an independent defense analyst based in India, said the vessel may have used some limited non-offensive ammunition during the naval exercises, but protocol requires the participating platforms to be unarmed. The precondition of participating in such a parade or such a ceremony is that it, the vessel, comes unarmed. That is the precondition of the Indian Navy, and it's a precondition of most navies when they hold such similar sort of fleet reviews, Bedi said. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Saeed Khatibzad said Friday that the warship, sunk by a U.S. torpedo, had not been carrying weapons and accused Washington of targeting a ceremonial vessel. That vessel was by invitation of our Indian friends attending an international exercise. It was ceremonial, it was unloaded, it was unarmed, he told reporters in New Delhi. The IRS Dina was sunk on March 4th in the Indian Ocean near Sri Lanka after being struck by a torpedo fired by a U.S. submarine, according to American and Iranian officials. The Sri Lankan Navy rescued 32 sailors and recovered 87 bodies. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth described the IRS Dina as a prize ship and said it died a quiet death. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi described the attack as an atrocity at sea and stressed that it had been a guest of India's Navy. Disputes over whether the vessel was armed have intensified tensions over the incident, which occurred as it was returning from multinational naval exercises in India, and raised questions about whether it was operating in a non-combat role when it was attacked. India's defense ministry said in a statement after the exercises that live firings as part of surface gun shoots, as well as anti-air firings, were also undertaken by participating vessels. The warship's sinking highlighted how the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran is spreading beyond the Middle East. Two other Iranian vessels, the IRS Bushehr and IRS Lavan, are docked in Sri Lanka and India after seeking assistance from the two countries.